to record this quick video, non-scientific, non-technical video that looks at something that Vineet shared yesterday in terms of his results in his few days of trading. I think it's approximately 10 days, 9 days actually of trading. And he's got 5 different coins that he posted. And I think this is an interesting opportunity to talk about some perspective and context. And this is for the benefit of uh, you or us as individual traders, and from the standpoint of how we help our team members to understand performance results and so forth in Eazybot. So a couple things that stand out for me right away. If you look at the 5 different coins, it's very clear that we have different performance or different results on some of these coins. So at the very top of the list, we have ETC. ETC has returned a total profit of $50.75 in that 9 day window between this account started trading on the 16th, and these were posted on the 25th. And the lowest results came from XRP, posted a total profit of $2.88. This represents about 0.2% return on the $1,200 invested, whereas this represents about 4.2% on the $1,200. So immediately, what we see is there's some benefit to diversification, because at least in this 9 day window, XRP didn't perform very well. And if I only traded one coin and I happened to choose XRP and I was looking for how Eazybot performed and I was making an assessment after 9 days and XRP was the coin I had, I might not feel so good about Eazybot. Conversely, if I chose ETC in that same 9 day period, I might feel fantastic about Eazybot. And the point here is that one, 9 day period isn't enough time to generate any fair assessment about Eazybot. Two, the benefit of diversification means that we know that some coins are going to perform better than others over periods of time or in windows of time. So in this case, we're seeing XRP that didn't have a really stellar 9 day window, whereas ETC did. And we're going to take a little closer look at that in just a moment. I want to look at the charts of the 5 coins that we have here, and let's see if we can extrapolate some ideas or some information. Again, not getting super technical, just based on some observations. So we're looking at the trading view chart. This is Ethereum Classic. We're looking at it from about the 16th through right about the 25th, 26th. So you can see Ethereum Classic this is ETC, had a nice rise in this 9 day period. So no surprise that it's performed fairly well. Polygon had some peaks and valleys in this period, pretty much going up over time. That's our Matic. So Matic was our 3rd best producer in this period. Terra Luna had some pretty significant peaks and valleys, some pretty decent lows. And let's see what that means here in context in just a moment. Luna gave us $5.67, our 2nd lowest performance. Aave, we're going to look at next, was our 2nd highest performance. So again, we had a nice rise here and some nice ups and downs. Volatility happening in this particular token. And then finally, XRP, which gave us our lowest return. Interesting, if you look at the chart from this standpoint, looks like it had some volatility in it. But let's layer these 5 tokens across each other in this same period of time. So now what we have is ETC, Aave, Matic, XRP, and Luna in this 9 day window of time, again, from the 16th through about the 25th or so. So what you'll notice is in that period of time, the chart tells us that ETC had a rise of about 82%, Aave 32%, Matic 14%. So unsurprisingly, those are our 3 best performers. ETC, Aave 2nd best, Matic 3rd best. So let's look at it a little bit deeper and see what we can pull from here. So again, ETC, kind of obvious, it had a dramatic rise over time. But let's look at the other side of things. Let's look at our lowest 2 performers. Let's think about what's going on here with XRP and Luna. So Luna actually performed better than XRP even though it had a lower total gain, up 2.3% in this period of time. But look at what you see. Luna is this aqua colored line here on the chart. And what I notice in Luna is that Luna has something that XRP didn't, and that's a nice little dip right here. It's got a couple of them back over here too. So there's some dips, and one of the things about Eazybot is that in these dips is where we pick up additional positions, and then we're selling them off as we come back up here for bigger profits. Compare that to XRP, which pretty much is sideways, comparatively speaking, to the rest of these coins. So again, unsurprisingly, XRP was our lowest performer because it didn't really have as much volatility as some of these other tokens. It looks fairly sideways. And so Luna, fairly sideways actually, but compared to XRP, had a little bit more volatility, some more dips that we could buy in deeper positions. XRP pretty much flat. And so we come back and we look at the performance, and it helps us to understand why XRP has performed in the way that it has. And then Luna, it's actually double the performance of XRP in the same time period, but still our second lowest performer. Now, let's look at something else here. Let's take this chart, because the other thing that I think is important to understand is that windows of time matter. We're looking at a particular snapshot of a 9-day, 10-day window of time. And in that time, we could assess ETC as an amazing coin, and we could assess that Luna or XRP is not. But let's just pick a random other window of time, and let's go back here. Now I just scroll back, and we're looking at the 22nd of February to about the 4th of March, just a random window of another 10 days. So in this case, Luna's up 62%. We can assume that we would have had a pretty good performance in Luna had we been trading Luna at this period of time. And so we might have a particular feeling about Luna being an amazing token, whereas ETC was just kind of here with all the rest of these, had a very, very similar pattern in this period of time. Really interesting, actually, how closely related they are. Let's just pick another window of time and see what we can see here. All right, so let's look at this window. We're looking at the 5th of February to the 15th of February. So another 10-day period. Here, XRP outperforms the rest in terms of total gain in this period of time. A nice rise here, some nice deep dips, nice dip here, and so we can assume that we would have seen great performance from XRP. Contrast that to the 10-day period we initially looked at between the 16th and the 25th, 26th, and XRP was our worst performer. ETC did pretty well during this particular time. Matic still hanging out there in the middle. Luna and Aave rounding out the bottom. Again, the point here is a small window of time just isn't enough to give us any assessment about any particular coin. In any 10-day period, these numbers could change, these positions could change, the way they're performing, reacting to things happening in the market could be very, very different. Let's go back a little bit further and just pick another random window of time. All right, so now we've got Luna going into a pretty significant dip here. And we've got the rest of these four tokens pretty much following a very similar pattern with each other. And this isn't uncommon to see altcoins follow very similar patterns in response to what Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing. And so, again, very different picture. Can't tell you how the bot would have responded because we need to zoom in a lot closer and see what these peaks and valleys look like. But the point we're making here is we've got to give broader windows of time in order to see how any of these coins might perform in the real world. What we're going to do here is expand our overall look, and let's go back to the 25th. All right, and let's just look at a longer window of time. All right, so now we're looking at it from around the 20th of February till about the 26th of March. So now we're looking just about a month or so. So in that month, interestingly enough, Luna, which was our second least profit in this 10-day period, If we looked at it over the course of a month, likely Luna would have been one of our best performers. Had an amazing run up, lots of peaks and valleys, lots of opportunities to buy off and sell off and profit. ETC was pretty much sideways, followed the rest of these altcoins. Not a whole lot of activity relatively compared to Luna. And then ETC takes off. And Aave has a little bit of a takeoff as well. Again, the point here is we zoom out far enough, we get a totally different picture than the one we're looking at if we zoom in. And if we continue to zoom out, we're going to get an even different picture. The point here is we want to set our people up, we want to set ourselves up that investing requires patience, because patience gives us time. Time gives us perspective. And what we can see here in these charts is if we're too zoomed in, we don't have the benefit of perspective and time. Hope this helps you guys, and hope this helps you to understand some of the benefits of how Eazybot continues to work. A couple things to take away is we've got a 0.2% return in this 9-day period, which is going to give us, if we assume that the XRP performs exactly the same way in the next two periods of 10 days to round out essentially a month, we're going to come in just around 1% return for the month versus ETC, our top performer. If we did that same, if we assume the same performance over the rest of a month's period, we're going to end up with something around 12%. Again, two totally different experiences, but zoomed in that close, it doesn't really give us enough perspective. The benefit is we've got 5 different tokens here that we're trading, so we get to balance and even out the total performance of the portfolio. And the thing that we just need to remember and understand and appreciate is that we need time for the market to go through its cycles. Hope this helps you guys.